Hi, I'm Brian Cyr.
And I'm Jett Poliquin.
We're here to start talking to you about home construction, but in order for you to understand home construction, we need to take you through all the phases of it so you understand what's going on with the home, its systems, what have you, how they're built. So in order to do that, we got to get a little bit dirty and get down in the hole where things actually begin. Let's go take a look, Jett.
All right.
All right, so as you can see, we're in an excavated hole. Jett, the excavator's got things all flat. What's the first thing that's going to happen?
So after all the excavation is done, the first things that are going to get poured is your footing and your telepost pads.
Right, so the footings, okay, is what your wall's going to be sitting on, and it's poured before the walls. So the footings are typically poured about 24 inches wide, 8 inches deep, okay, full of rebar for strength. What's another important part about that footing that's important, Jett?
So the key with the footing is actually going to be the key. So it's this nice little V shape that they add into the footing. So when it's time for the foundation wall to be poured, it gets poured right in there, and it adds a lot of integrity and strength against all that lateral movement once they're ready to backfill.
100%. So you got to imagine that you're a footing sitting here, and if you didn't have that V notch in there, it's very possible for that wall to want to move. So that key in it, wall's poured on top, and it gives it a lateral brace to prevent any movement from side to side. So we've got the footing poured, and as you can see here, the walls have already been poured. Concrete walls are typically about 8 inches thick, okay, poured right on top of that footing. So Jett, I noticed in here we've got some pieces of metal sticking out. What do we have?
So this here is the form tie. So when the forms are on either side of the foundation wall, right before they pour the concrete, these form ties are keeping them together.
The whole function of this form tie is to keep the plywood together during pouring of the walls. Okay? Then what happens, the walls are all poured, they sit overnight, the cribbers come and remove all the plywood forms, and what you're left are these little form tie ends that are sticking out of the concrete walls. Listen, buying and selling real estate today is a very, very complicated issue. You need to have people with the knowledge, skills, and experience to help you. I'm Brian Cyr.
And I'm Jett Poliquin.
We're here to help. Give us a call.
Thanks for watching.